and gentlemen, welcome back to your continuing coverage of the Defense 2, brought to you and organized by joinDOTA, commentated by Toshley, and sponsored by Razor and BenQ. And this is the grand finals of the Defense 2 between Mousesports and Complexity Gaming. We saw in that first game, Complexity Gaming, what a commanding lead they had secured for themselves and took victory, bringing it to 1-0 up against Mousesports. Can Mousesports bring it back, or will Complexity go 2-0? Remember, this is a best of 3, so Complexity have to win themselves a total of 3 games in order to proceed. I'm not sure if this is an extended series. Mousesports did come from the loser bracket, so it's possible that it is an extended series. I'm actually not sure. Probably should have looked this up before I started casting it, but I'm a silly individual. Very silly indeed, as a matter of fact. Complexity will be fighting it out over on the Radiant side. They're the team hailing from the Americas. We have Fluff sitting in the captain's chair, following that up with Jo, TC, Hannah Montana, and IX Mike 88. And over on the side of Mousesports, a team from the land of Germany. They are on the dial. They are Mousesports. We have 1437 sitting in the captain's chair, following that up with Come With Me, Sing Sing, Black, and Bamboo. Jumping straight into the draft, we see the first hero to be taken out by Mousesports is that of the Lone Druid, and he was absolutely no doubt instrumental to the success of Complexity Gaming. He's a great hero against Morphling and just kept pushing and causing a lot of problems. He got to that level that the Lone Druid needs to be at, where he starts just completely wiping the floor with everything, and that's exactly what he did. Next hero to be taken out going to be that of Chen, with Complexity responding to that with the Naga Siren and with the Lycan. Naga Siren and Lycan, two very standard bands, two very powerful heroes. Naga Siren, in my opinion, grossly overpowered with that Song of the Siren, and it was pretty evident in the fact that whenever someone used that Song of the Siren to escape a team fight, didn't matter who the team was, it could have been Na'Vi, it could have been EG, the crowd booed, and I booed at the computer as well. Unfortunately, I didn't have the pleasure of being there at the International. Hopefully next year. It'd be awesome. It's still going to be in Seattle next year. I was hoping it'd be in Australia or something, but this isn't the time for rambling. This is a time to continue going on through the draft within the grand finals of the Defense 2. The top prize, the winner of this best of 5, will take themselves home 6,000 euros to spend as they please in whichever way they want. The Chen to be taken out by Mousesports, following that up with the Leshrac. Two powerful pushing machines to be secured and removed out, rather. And Complexity, final third ban out, going to be that of the Broodmother and Darkseer. Darkseer. Who's a hero that I haven't seen for a very long time. Darkseer, surviving the banning phase and being immediately secured up by Mousesports. However, it is going to cost them ever so slightly. We have a Rubik and a Nature's Prophet, two fantastic heroes, immediately being secured up by Complexity Gaming. So we got one powerhouse, they got two powerhouses. So it's a fairly even exchange of affairs, but Darkseer is an absolute powerhouse. Taking the solo off lane most likely will cause absolute problems for whoever he lanes against, especially if they are melee heroes. If you're a melee hero and you're laning against Darkseer, say goodbye to all of your last hits, because you're not going to get any. You'll either have to put a ranged hero there, or you'll have to put someone who doesn't need those last hits. Maybe someone like a Tide Hunter or a Bounty Hunter that can just sit in experience range and soak up that experience without too much need for those last hits. Mousesports picking up Venomancer once again. They absolutely love that Venomancer, and Venomancer is seriously one of the most played heroes. He doesn't really get banned all that much, but he does get picked almost every single time by either team, and he is a great hero. 50% slow, it's great for early aggression. The ulti to come out of him is also fantastic in team fights. And then we have the wards, which provide vision. They can defend towers, they can do a lot, they can farm ancients. He's a great, really well-rounded hero all round. Enchantress is going to be the third pickup for Mousesports. It's going to provide us with a nice bit of push. We secure ourselves some creeps. We can go ganking. We can go push towers. We can go do a lot with them. And towards the later stages of the game, we have the Impetus, which will do ridiculous amounts of damage. And whenever I see Enchantress, the first thing I think in my mind is aggressive tri-lane. And it's a possibility. Enchantress spend a time in their jungle. Imagine Enchantress with Darkseer. You put an Ion Shell on a powerful creep such as a Centaur, such as an Ursa Warrior towards the beginning stages of the game, and you can do a serious amount of damage to that. Combined with the Venomancer and his 50% slow, whoever's getting targeted by that combination will find themselves in an absolute world of pain. Morphling, the third hero to be taken up by Complexity Gaming, and this is going to be the pressure on Mousesports. It's telling them that if this game gets to a relatively late stage, that Morphling could just carry us and kill every single one of you bastards. But The Darkseer is definitely capable of causing some problems to that Morphling if they do lane against each other. The Darkseer can just, he can do whatever the hell he wants. He's freaking Darkseer, he can kill things, and he's a great hero. Jumping into the second set of bans, Tidehound should be taken out by Mousesports, Complexity responding to that with an anti-mage, and Mousesports need their hard carry as of this moment, which is why Complexity are taking those heroes out, while the team of Complexity really don't have themselves a solid initiator yet. We've got some good support, some good, I'd say, utility to come out of the Rubik. We've got push, we've got anti-push, we've got farm, and all sorts of glory to come out of the Nature's Prophet. And then we have the Morphling, who's just going to farm up and then kill things, simple as that. And Mousesports, who do they want to remove out for their fifth? What do they not want Complexity to get a hold of? One thing to note is they don't have many disables. We have the Adaptive Strike, which is a very brief stun. We have the Sprout, which is countered by simply buying a 90 gold item called Tangos. And then we have the Rubik, who just has that Telekinesis. So it's possible Mousesports might want to try and take out those heroes that are going to allow them to hold down a hero of Mousesports and start dealing some damage to it. As for the lanes, well, we've got heroes. I mean, Morphling can go mid, he can go bottom. We've got Rubik, who can also go mid and bottom. We've got Nature's Prophet, who can go in jungle, can go and take the off lane. There's a lot of options available, and they elect to take out the Beastmaster. No 4-second stuns, as well as no hero to take that off lane, assuming that's exactly what they needed. And it's possible they could have put Nature's Prophet in the off lane, Morphling in mid, and then put Rubik down bottom with somewhere else, although chances are it's the way I would expect it to go is probably Rubik solo mid. We'll see Morphling down bottom alongside someone else. Nature's Prophet in the jungle, and a Beastmaster would have been perfect to take that off lane. The Nature's Prophet will be perfectly situated in that solo off lane as well. We can put another support alongside the Morphling. We could maybe even have a tri-lane down bottom, but that would have been desirable because the Morphling doesn't need more than one hero beside him. The Rubik, he can go solo mid, easy peasy. Nature's Prophet spending time in the jungle, so Beastmaster would have actually been perfect for the team of Complexity in terms of how their lanes go. Fifth hero to be taken out by Complexity. Storm Spirit be removed. We're taking out once again those hard carry heroes, those hard hitting late game powerhouses. And we're taking out what exactly Mousesports have to choose from. There are still some, if they want to go with that hard carry role, you could pick up Faceless Void. There's still some Clink's going to be secured up. I'm excited. Haven't gotten the chance to see Black play Clinks in quite some time, and it was very silly of Complexity not to take him out in my opinion, because Black loves to play that Clinks. Black does a fantastic job, and we see lots of teams giving respect bans to that Clinks to make sure Mousesports can pick them up, because Black does a great job. Excuse me, just having a nice little drink of water. The fourth hero to be taken up by Complexity. Do they want to go for stuns? Do they want... I'm going to need an off lane. A Queen of Pain is a possibility, can go in the off lane. They also need someone to support that Morphling. Crystal Maiden works out nicely. They could pick up themselves VS again, who does bring into the table another stun, although Crystal Maiden brings off a nice slow ensnare, which works out nicely for Clinks because you can't... I don't believe you can jump into stealth if you're ensnared. Maybe we want to pick up an offlane Queen of Pain. Another possibility. The options are really open for us for Complexity as of this moment. Looking at Mousesports lineup, I really want to see aggressive tri-lane. Will it happen? I have my doubts. There's our support hero, Lich, being taken up by Complexity Gaming. The Darkseer most likely going to be taking that solo offlane. We'll see Clinks down bottom with Enchantress in the jungle, and this will allow Enchantress to give a bit of support if it's ever needed, and we'll see Venomance alongside the Clinks. And now we're looking for our solo mid, and Queen of Pain is just screaming out right now. Would work out very nicely with the Darkseer because Vacuum, then the Sonic Scream, as well as the Scream of Pain. It's a lot of damage to be taken in this condensed little area, and it's a very, very powerful wombo combo. Is possibility. Will it happen? I'm feeling Queen of Pain, and it's also another great pick because Complexity, they need an offlaner, and Queen of Pain will work out very nicely. It's also possible Complexity could go with a tri-lane and just have Nature's Prophet in the offlane. They don't necessarily need that Queen of Pain. There are, of course, many other heroes that can serve that role of solo of the offlane, such as Windrunner, and Rasta is going to be taken up by the team of Mousesports. We're going to pick up that hero that can hold down people such as a Morphling, so it works out nicely. We've got a Hex and we've got a Shackle, 2 disables, and we have some great push to come out of those wards and the Ether Shock. And Ether Shock's really good early game. It does a big chunk of damage, can be a big nuisance to go up against. So Shadow Shaman's a really nice pickup for the team of Mousesports. And as to how the lanes will unfold, I'm feeling Ross to solo mid. Get those wards up, get those levels up in the Hex, in the Ether Shock as quickly as possible, get a nice bit of gold. And down top we'll have solo Darkseer, in the bottom we'll see Clinks alongside the Venomancer with of course Enchantress in the jungle. Part of me kind of wants to see a tri-lane of sorts though. Imagine something like Enchantress, Shadow Shaman and Darkseer. Enchantress being in their jungle. This could be at top. We'll see Enchantress spending time in their jungle as well as Darkseer alongside Shadow Shaman. We'll see Venomancer babysit the Clinks, but then who goes mid? I think so. It would mean it means the lanes would be weird. Like we'll see Venomancer. There are probably other ways we can work this tri-lane. Complexity securing themselves up the SK, the Sand King, the King of the Sand, or however way you wish to say it. He brings some great AoE team fight, brings some good push, some good counter push with the Caustic Finale, the Burrow Strike, which is a fantastic potential AoE stun, sort of a multi-person stun I'll call it. Works out nicely with the Morphling. And as to how their lanes will unfold, I'm actually somewhat uncertain. Oh, Sand King in the off lane, Nature's Prophet in the jungle, Rubik solo mid, and Morphling and Lich down bottom. As for Mousesports, I suspect we'll see Darkseer in the off lane, Enchantress in the jungle, Venomancer alongside Clinks with Rasta in the mid lane. I really want to see an aggressive tri-lane. It's a possibility. Maybe Darkseer in the off lane, Clinks in mid. I mean, Darkseer in the easy lane, Clinks in mid, and then Rasta, Enchantress, and Venomancer. The problem is that we don't have the damage dealer. But maybe those level 6 creeps will be able to serve a purpose. Maybe it will be a temporary tri-lane which will diffuse towards the later stages of the game. Also, I got confused. I thought Mousesports was on the Radiant side, which they aren't. Or did I? No, I don't know what I was thinking. I got a little bit mixed up. And nevertheless, let's have a look at who is playing who. Over on the side of Complexity, we have Fluff taking up the role of the SK, IX Mike to play as the SK, to play as the Rubik. God damn it. You have a TC to take up the role of the Morphling, Lich being played by Hannah Montana, and who are we missing? It is Jo once again on the Nature's Prophet. And over on the side of Mousesports, we have Black taking up the role of the Clinks. Over in mid, we have Rasta, and down the bottom, I think we're going to see the tri-lane. We're going to see Bambo, we're going to see Enchantress. I mean, my brain is just not working in this game. We're going to see Bambo playing as a Venomancer, Enchantress being played by Come With Me, and 1437 to take up the role of the Darkseer. This actually makes more sense. I don't know why this didn't click with me. Clinks has, of course, that stealth. It allows him to get away fairly easy peasy. Rasta solo mid's fairly obvious. And this is a nice little tri-lane. 50% slow, haste, vacuum, ion shell, slow, and creeps. And we will be spending our time in their jungle. That's why I got a bit confused. I was saying before that Mousesports would be at top in their jungle. That's not how it works. I thought they were on the Radiant side because I'm silly. Complexity's lanes, how are they looking? Hannah Montana, Lich solo top, not exactly what you'd expect. We see Nature's Prophet going solo mid, and down the bottom we're going, I don't know what's going on with these lanes. SK alongside the Morphling. IX might going up top with the Lich, possibly. Dual lane mid, I don't think that will be the case. Dual lane mid. No, we're going down bottom. Counter warning to go down, no wards to be found, however. And lanes slowly but surely forming, so a tri-lane down the bottom, Morphling alongside the SK and the Rubik. And Hannah Montana's solo death lane just seems odd. Already engagement is happening. Burrow Strike to come down and Come With Me. The right clicks are being dealt. The telekinesis to follow that up. This could very well be first blood. The slow to land down. Did we steal a creep? No, we slowed the Rubik. I don't know what happened. The waveform to go down. The first blood to be secured by the SK. First blood by Complexity. Enchantress just diving a little bit too deep. I guess Hannah Montana works out relatively nicely, but a lot of harassment. I mean, Lich, it could work out alright, but a lot of harassment is going to be dealt. But we can deny creeps, we can eat creeps, pull the lane back, and still hopefully stay relatively safe. But Clinks is still going to get free farm. One creep being denied every 20 seconds or so isn't going to do all that much. Every 35 seconds, one creep being denied. It's not going to do crap. And black will still essentially be getting free farm. I guess it is one creep every wave, essentially. Just about one creep every wave. Mousesports, are we going to push forward? The answer is looking to be no. We're fighting out with the last hits here. Morphling sitting on 4 for 5. 1437 currently 5 for 1. The Venom Scale has gone down. We're currently chasing it on IX Mike. And the Satyrs are doing the damage that they need to do. Nice telekinesis. Double stun to come down. Bambo continuing on with the pursuit. 1437 wants to join the fight as well. And Mousesports get themselves revenge. And they're not done with that. They're looking for 2. The Iron Shell has come off. The haste will be off cooldown within the next couple of moments. The Fluff and Stuff will be able to get away. IX Mike TPs in to reinforce. Gives him a healing salve. Mana burn to come out. Just being a bit of a nuisance. Oh, now this is a nice creep to get a hold of, especially towards this early stages of the game, without a doubt. But the invisibility rune to be screwed up by the Nature's Prophet might allow him to go gank. Nope, he's back to farming, back to farming. And we're cutting off this creep wave, and this could be a very, very early first tower. And TC is looking in a very unhealthy spot. 1437 is moving in. The Iron Shell gets placed down. We're going to haste after. We are indeed. TC is in a world of trouble. Bambo moving in. The Venom Scale goes down as well. TC taking a lot of damage. Morphing to strength as best it can. But the tower hits are doing absurd amounts of damage to 1437. GeoTP's in. The right clicks are being dealt. TC is still not dead. The telekinesis to go down and come with me. Come with me. This was an overcommitment. The net to go down. Burrow Strike to follow it up. Come with me. Takes a fall. The Iron Shell goes down. Bambo is trapped within the jungle. The trains are searching for him. Doesn't have a TP. Gets trapped within the Sprout. The right clicks are being dealt once again. And Bambo is dead. Gets off the Gale, can do a little bit of damage, but that's all he can do. That will be all she wrote. And what looked like the easiest kill on the Morphling turned into, well, several deaths for the team of Mousesports, and they're not looking good at the beginning of this game. Towards the middle lane, Raza going 20 for 4, having a relatively decent time. Where the hell is that Furion bastard? Looking about for those kills. He has himself. He had a bottle, which I didn't realize. There goes a telekinesis. The Sprout to go down as well. Burrow Strike to follow it up. Coming looking very dead. The waveform comes in. Morphling picks up the kill. Nice Scale to come out, but Bambo could find himself caught out. We have a haste available. Furion TPing in. Going to get the Sprout on the Bambo. Yes, indeed. We're sitting right next to him with the Iron Shell. Bambo will take a fall, but Jairo might take a fall as well. 1437, however, is getting very low. He's going to have to try and sacrifice himself to get this kill. The Satyr comes in. It stomps. It gets a kill. It might be able to get a kill on Fluff and Stuff. One more right click would do it, but they're bursting it down, and he does get the kill on the SK. So that didn't turn out as bad as it looked to be. And Rossi gets himself a double damage. In the meantime, that went very nicely, actually. TBs are rolling in. We're going to reinforce already. A fairly even exchange of affairs in that little engagement. And looking at the goal difference, it's very negligible. Just a 200 advantage for the team of Complexity. And the experience, again, is very negligible. So negligible, you can see like difference in creep kills right here. It's about 50 XP difference. And that tiny bit of extra gold, it's pretty much just the first blood. And the extra couple of kills, actually. They all factor in. Chandra's still spending time in the jungle. Could be getting caught out by Fluff and Stuff, however. There goes a Burrow Strike. Rubik is here as well. TP's coming in from the Fury, and there goes a right click. Sprite's trying to heal what they can. The Sprout goes down. No telekinesis to come out of Come With Me, however. TC is here to reinforce, and the Sprites, the healing from it is not enough trying to juke within the trees. The Sprites doing what they can. Nice Burrow Strike to come down, and the Fade Bolt to fly through. A lot of damage being dealt from both parties. The Rubik takes a fall, the Enchantress takes a fall, 1437 takes a fall. Bambo coming in to do what he can, and realizing that he's a little bit out of position, but suddenly trees. I thought that was Rasta for a second. Speaking of Raza, here's Raza. He has his wards, and if he was here a little bit earlier, it would have been a great engagement for Mousesports. About to go down on Bambo, as well as the Fade Bolt, and Sing Sing is moving straight in. The Hex has gone down. There goes a Ward Trap. Is that a double Ward Trap? I think it is, but Sing Sing is being caught out. He gets telekinesis up and does get right-click down, but he picks himself up a kill on the Nature's Prophet. Easy peasy, but now these wards are just going to serve as free farm for the team of Complexity. Action-packed game. This is action-packed game in Mousesports. They're not stopping there. They're continuing to push in. Double Iron Shell to fly out. We're going to push on this tower. Try and do what damage you can. In goes a haste. In goes a TP. Telekinesis come down and Come With Me. The Fluff and Stuff moving in as well. They're getting aggressive and they're getting taken down. Come With Me takes a fall. The Enchantress has been taken down, and now 1437 running for his life. The Waveform to come in. He's currently blocked within the trees while the Iron Shell doing a nice chunk of damage. The damage is not enough, and 1437 gets taken down. Bambo now currently running for the safety of the trees. Needs to buy a TP and get out. Will he be able to do so? The answer is no. He gets Burrow Strike, the Frost Shock to come out, and the death of the Venomancer. I wanted like a dramatic pause then, but in the midst of the pause, I forgot what I was going to say, so it just sounded like I had Down syndrome or something. So that didn't work out too nicely.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Seeing having nice rune control, getting some nice farm as well.
Tower is under attack.
Got his wards, however, complexity of pushing in. We're going to need to move in this top tower to defend. 1437, his Iron Shell might just barely be enough to hold on to this. With me, once Hannah Montana, the slow has been dealt, but he is not going to commit to it. SK moving in, unable to catch off. Come with me, however. A bit of a congregation going around this jungle. Geo alongside Hannah Montana and, of course, Fluff. They're all looking about, but no one is here to be found. 1437 just sitting on a stout shield and a soul ring rather.
Tower is under attack.
Bottom tower's taking a little bit of damage, but complexity are here to clean up the mess. Easy peasy, free farm for the Morphling, free farm for anyone that wants to get it, really. Enchantress has herself a Seder Hellcall and has returned to the safety of her own jungle. Aggressive play hasn't been all that successful. We've got some kills, but it hasn't worked out all that well. They pretty much got more kills. There goes the Iron Shell. Some damage to everything that's nearby, as it does. Trying to pull the can, but it just gets eliminated in a very rapid fashion. And the aggression has dealt down. This game started with the aggression all the way up to the maximum it goes. However, things have settled down for the most part. Just sit back and relax. Right click's being dealt down. 1437 will be able to run his way out of there. He is Sonic after all. He can get away from anything. 40-3 currently sitting on black, having a great time. Just 20-7. I still somewhat question putting him there. And looking at the last hits, we have a lot of last hits to come out of Mousesports. We're doing much better in the farm department. Only 35 to come in from the Morphling. Not having the greatest of time. Bluff nice position come out of him. No one's going to be caught out, however. Bambo is staying back. 1437 is nowhere to be found. Where is 1437? There he is. He's back at base. No one's going to push in. No one's going to push in. He's still a creep. Did steal a creep. The Ursa Warrior doing work alongside that Ether Shot. We are pushing in towards the middle lane. The hexes, the wards are available. Vacuum go down. The Iron Shell is absolutely destroying everything. An Iron Shell combined with Vacuum combined with the Hex, or rather the Shock, does a lot of damage. The wards have been popped. Fortification is not available. Jiro moving in to try and do what he can. Trying to get a sprout off, unable to do so. IX Mike moving in. No telekinesis to come down. We're not focusing the tower with these wards, but they are going to get taken down. That probably would have brought the tower in deny range, so it was probably a good idea that we didn't do that. Morphling moving in on the offensive, getting a couple of last hits, telling Bambo to get off my lane. My tower. A nice ward placement, very nice ward placement to come out of the Venomancer. Catching everyone off. No one going to sneak up on them. And Clinks is edging ever so closer to that Orchid of the Malevolent. Almost has his first Oblivion Staff. Actually has a good amount to go before he has that first Oblivion Staff. But slowly but surely, he will make his way there. Wait, he's not going for it's going for Wraith Band, actually. Bit of extra stability, bit of extra damage. And he's essentially getting free farm over in that top lane. And we look at the gold. Despite the kill advantage that the Team Complexity has, it doesn't really matter. Because of all the last hits that Mousesports have acquired for themselves. How's the Enchantress looking at this moment? Not having all that much, just a couple of... I actually did notice that we didn't have a pause at the start of the game, but eventually there's a pause. And 1437 disconnects to the game, so probably some technical problems. Will hopefully return within the next couple of moments. If the pause goes on for an absorbently long amount of time, I'll simply, through the magic of editing... Oh, he's back already. Never mind, that was quick. GGG, let us proceed. But neither side wants to resume for whatever reason. There we go. Enchantress currently sitting on 1k. Mechanism is probably going to be the next item on the agenda. Venomancer pretty much spending all of his money on wards. Doesn't even have enough for boots just yet. Such is the life of a support. There's no way we don't have detection. We wouldn't be all congregated around here if we didn't have... Okay, we don't have detection. Like, oh, okay, we do have detection. I just neglected to see it because I'm dumb. The dust of appearance to come in from the Lich. That means if Black... Well, Black will not be able to easily get away. And as a result, we're just going to back off. And we're going to farm these camps alongside Come With Me. Which is really smart. Because Black cannot find himself caught out. He's eating creeps at every opportunity, of course, as you do. Probably going to eat that center. Maybe not. Probably more useful to not have eaten. If they can utilize it. How's the Morphling looking in terms of farm? We're currently sitting on 61 for 15, so he's really started to peak up. He's now the second most farmed person, with Clinks being sort of zoned a little bit. Tri-lane suddenly forming at top, and all of a sudden he can't get close to the creep wave, or else he faces dying.
Middle tower is under attack.
Middle tower taking some damage. They really want to get the kill on this. It's currently in deny range. They have to get it or they will not. The wards go down. They need to focus that the tower does get taken down. And Sing Sing will simply, the team of Mousesports will simply back off from here on out.
Top tower is under attack.
Uh-oh. Hannah Montana going way too far forward than he should be. An easy kill for Black.
Your permafrost wasn't so permanent after all.
Indeed, Clinks. So pushing that far forward when there could be a Clinks nearby, that was a little bit silly. I guess Hannah Montana must have thought, well, everyone's at mid because they're pushing that tower. But alas, everyone wasn't at mid. We were still scattered around the place. We only dedicated 3 heroes to securing that middle tower because it was very low on HP. All that needed... In fact, Sing Sing alone probably could have done it with the wards. But he probably would have been caught out in the process. Blink Dagger already picked up for Rasta, so he's looking very happy with himself. We can blink straight in, we can get off 2 disables, Hex and Shackles will work out very nicely. What did we just steal? We stole the wards. This was a little bit silly by Sing Sing leaving those wards available, and this is going to be very good in the next team fight for the team of Complexity. For the next 3 minutes, we're going to have those wards. Level 1 Spell Steal brings the wards out for 3 minutes. It looks like Rasta maybe wants revenge or something. Suddenly, Clinks takes a fall. And Come With Me might be the next one to get taken down. The Sprites not doing the healing that they need to do, and the Frost Blast instantly pops the Enchantress. 437 working his way towards the Vanguard. Fluff and stuff, you can't sit in Sandstorm against a Darkseer, because that Iron Shell will just completely destroy you. And Complexity are getting a little bit of revenge. Mousesports took the middle tower, where they're going to take your top tower, baby. They'll be easily taken down. Fortification is... I don't know if it's available or not. It is available. They elected not to use it. It only would have delayed the inevitable. They saved it just in case they continue to push out this tier 2. Well, the chances are with some TPs, actually we're going for a bit of a trade down the bottom here. A lot of damage being dealt to JO, but TPs are rolling in. The epicenter has been dealt off, but it's not doing anything. This was just... That was a massive blunder. And the team of Mousesports simply TP out. I don't know what happened there. Generally perplexed. Mousesports moving in on TC. TC will simply be able to TP out to safety. No one has any stuns in order to stop that as of this moment. Urn to be picked up by the Enchantress next. Urn of Shadows, of course. And Morphling's getting himself a nice amount of farm. He has himself some kills. He has a nice chunk of last hits. The Morphling alone might be able to bring it back, but we need to remember that Clinks with the Orchid, without a doubt, has the potential to take the Morphling down in a very rapid manner, because you can't morph to strength, and you can't waveform out. You can't really do anything while you are silenced by that Orchid, and the damage to come in from the Clinks, especially if his HP is low because he has everything morphed to agility, could be absolutely insane. It might be enough to instantly pop that Morphling. It'll simply have to be, it simply goes down to who gets ahead first, because the shotgun to come out of the Morphling would also rapidly kill the Clinks. And Complexity are going to take down this top tower in a very rapid manner. Second tower being secured by the team of Complexity. I'm not sure when that tower got taken down, actually. First Oblivion Staff in hand for Clinks. The second one will be on its way within the next few moments. Now we're pushing out the bottom tower. The wards have been used to great effectiveness. The second time I've seen Rubik's wards popped off. And this will be a very quick, very easy tower. We're trying to take down that creep, the Iron Shell creep, in a very rapid manner, which we do successfully do. And another tower in a very rapid manner to be taken up by Complexity. And now if we look at the gold, it went from being considerably in favor to Mousesports to now being considerably in favor for Complexity, with the experience also tipping in favor for the team of Complexity. And Mousesports, they need to start taking these towers if they want to come back in this. They're getting further and further behind. The Ursa Warrior just being a little bit of a nuisance that will rapidly be taken down and provide a little bit of free farm for the team of Complexity. Gonna eat a creep, eat a creep. There's a creep here to eat. He's gonna eat it? No, he's just gonna kill it. Yeah, you want to mostly eat those big creeps, but the cooldown on this isn't all that significant. Now, yeah, maybe wants to give the big creeps to the Enchantress, which in a sense isn't really a good duo. If it's Chen, it actually works out really nicely because they get extra HP. And then you eat it, so you get extra damage and extra health. It's a really nice ulti, actually. Lich looks to be working his way towards a mechanism and bring those extra heals to the group, to the crowd. 3 braces for the SK. Not something you see every day. Morphling going for that shotgun. Has a Ghost Scepter, 2300 in the bank. Doesn't need too much more to go. Just need to get those last hits. He's currently sitting at 7 kills. So Complexity are looking fantastic thus far in this game. So we look over to Blacks. He's currently sitting for 1 for 1. He has a lot more last hits. Actually, no. The Morphling has surpassed him in last hits. Currently the most farmed hero in terms of those last hits in the game. And this isn't great for Mousesports. In fact, this is fairly bad for Mousesports. They're falling further and further behind. They have a tower disadvantage. The opposing carry is more farmed than their carry. Things aren't looking good. Suddenly, stacked ancient camp, stacked neutral camp being taken down in very rapid manner. Train's doing a little bit of scouting. And the Smoke of Deceit has been popped off. We're looking for some kills. Will we be able to find any? Another smoke has been popped off. Fury TPing in to join the fight as well, but they walked right past the sentry wall. They know that they're here. They're still got to stop 1437 from being caught out. The epicenter goes down as well. A lot of resources dedicated to kill off the Darkseer, but it's always well worth it. The rest of Mousesports was nowhere to be found. It's possibly a bit of miscommunication. He would have had to have seen them walking past. There was a sentry ward right here. They walked straight past it, so I'm not sure if they thought that 1437 was moving in on the offensive or what. Maybe it was a bit of a bait, because we're currently going on Roshan. We tricked a little bit with, like, yeah, we got to kill him 1437. No way they're going to take on Roshan. Well, it's not the case at all, but suddenly, Treants. They know that Roshan's been taken down here, coming to join the mix. More Treants, just random sprouts to go down. Burrow tried to go down, come with me. In comes the damage, jumping into the Sandstorm as well. In goes the Lich, ulti doing it, bouncing between Roshan and Sing Sing, who does get taken down. The Rubik takes a fall, buybacks are being had, a vacuum to go down. Bambo is on the verge of death, for which he does get taken down. The next man to fall will be down to Black. He's currently trapped in, he can't move out. 1437 doing what damage he can. TC should be able to get taken down, but he is currently morphing to strength. The shackles to follow up, the damage will not be sufficient. He uses the Ghost Scepter, and he almost bursts down Black, who's very low in HP. TC looking like he's going to get away, morphing to agility for a moment for some strange reason. The Hex goes down. Right clicks to be dealt, and they do finally secure himself. Lots of buybacks were had that game, we have to remember. So while it might look like they traded 1 for 4, they actually didn't. Because again, buybacks. Who actually bought back in that? Max status, no. Yeah, 3 buybacks to come out of the team of Mousesports. Wait, yes. I think. This buyback thing somewhat confused me. Is it just 2? I think it was just 2. Who secured themselves the Aegis, by the way? Aegis of the Immortal secured here by the Rasta. Gonna have to kill him twice. I think Clinks could possibly make better use of it, but I guess they were in a bit of a rush. They wanted to make sure they got it and not the other team.
Is under attack.
And anyone on your team's good when it's not. You don't want the other team to get it. And this tower is going to be brought into deny range. Probably SK is going to clean it up and then deny. It's a very nice, very smart move by him. A few right clicks is all it will take, yes indeed. Or a few A clicks indeed. Whoop. I'm going to deny it. 5 HP. There we go.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Bambo just sitting back, farming the ancient camp. In fact, both sides just taking a few moments to relax, just sit back and farm away. Morphling currently feeling relatively good about himself, getting ever so close to that Eagle Song, not far away now. Nature's Prophet, next item to be worked towards for him is currently that of the Sheep Stick. And over in the bottom lane, where there's a little congregation of Complexity members, the Rubik currently having actually very little, with the SK having 3 braces and some arcane boots. Smoke Gank has come off, but who are we going to find in here? Smoking into our own jungle seems a little bit silly. We're most likely going to cross the river here. Maybe catch out this Venomancer who's currently farming the Ancient Cap. Or maybe not. Can I find the right one? Need to remember these. In gold per minute, Morphling considerably higher. Not really considerably, a little bit higher than that of black. And now we're moving for, again, complexity. Found themselves some free gold. Burrow Strike to initiate. The Frost Shock to go down. Telekinesis is going to fall. Their ulti being dedicated for this. That's a little bit of a waste. Needless to say. However, Jayo has found, or rather Jayo has been caught out by black and easily pops him down. Unable to TP, unable to get away, unable to do anything. And black still sitting in the behind. Wants to move in on someone. However, they're not really in the right position. The Ward Trap to go down doesn't successfully trap the Vacuum to follow it up. And the Blacks is just going to deal the right. There's every opportunity, but in comes the SK. The Epicenter not doing as much damage as it possibly could. Sing Sing is very low on HP. Does get taken down, but has the Aegis of the Immortal. 1437 is the next one who's being right-clicked. Currently chasing after IX Might. IX Might should maybe be able to get away. Telekinesis to go down. He gets brought onto the high ground, but he can vacuum his way out. The Morphling coming to join the fray. Instantly gets shotgunned down and does not escape. Burrow Strike to come down on Sing Sing. Fluff doing what he can. Say to Hellcaller to go down as well. And black, he wants the gold. He wants it good. He's moving in. The stun has come down. In goes the right clicks. And this is the death of Fluff.
I give the gift of death.
And black took a fall, but we took several kills on the side of Mousesports. The Aegis was also burned up. Enchantress, next item for her going to be that of Aghanims. Going for that right click, insane right click damage to come out of the Impetus. Eating creeps, eating creeps. Should be eating creeps, Mr. Clinks. As we saw, Morphling does indeed have that shotgun. That was a very rapid death for the poor Port Sonic. Or Darkseer. Wait a second, did he? Actually going Manta style, not Sheepstick. Not what I would have expected. Sheepstick provides that extra bit of utility. Would be great against a hero such as Clinks, because you can't really do anything while you're sheeped. And you can't really complain about more disables either. So getting a Manta style is, in my opinion, a little bit questionable. Yeah, it gives Nature's Prophet a bit more damage, but you'd rather that utility for your entire team to capitalize on. Very smart. We're using the Courier to scout out on the high ground, see if we can find ourselves any wards. The answer, unfortunately, is no. Complexity of pushing out the bottom tower. The Manta style has been popped off. The right clicks are being dealt. Fortification is available. Dark Sonic moving in. No fortification popped off yet. The wall goes down. The vacuum to follow up. The wall's been popped off as well. The ulti to come out of the Lich is flying out as well. A lot of damage to be dealt by the team of Complexity. The dust has popped off. IX Might is getting very low, and he does take a fall. A nice little victory from Mousesports. Successful defense of the tower and a free kill. Checking rewards, none to be found, however. There is Delicious Haste Rune over here, however. There's a ward. Dead ward. BKB, next item on the agenda for the Shadow Shaman, but we've got black moving in on the offensive. We want to catch anyone out. Do we have any form of detection aside from dust? Dust is the only thing we have. No gem, no wards. No kills. We haven't managed to catch anyone out, but black is continuing to move in on the offensive. He wants the gold, he wants it bad, but he's not going to find any by the looks of it, and will simply TP his way to the top lane, get a bit of farm, clear out this creep wave, venture back into the jungle and eat some delicious creeps. 800 in the bank for the SK. Blink Dagger is a possibility. We have a mechanism in hand for the Lich as well. And over on the side of Morphling, BKB looks to be what we're going to be securing for ourselves next, which will work out very nicely. We have 2 disables to come out of that friggin' roster, as well as a silence. It will get rid of the silence to come out of the Clinks. So BKB is a nice pickup, the best item to possibly get. Venomancer doing what Venomancer does best. Do we have a mechanism on anyone on the team? We do not. I was actually very surprised to not see Enchantress go for a mechanism. Wait. I saw utility items. Pipe, going to be secured next by the Darkseer. Could also go into a mech. Farming for him is a relatively easy chore. Easy task. Jeez, there's a lot of wards, and it's very nice placement as well. It's been blocked off. No one can walk through here, needless to say, so no one's going to creep up on Bamboo and kill him. Not from that side, they could come from this side, but we have vision of the tower, we have vision of the creeps here. So the chance of this happening, unless it's smoke, is very unlikely, and Bamboo should find himself to be very, very safe. Sentries and dust on the Rubik. We're really dedicating a lot to shut this Clinks down. We really haven't been doing it. Although the Morphling does currently have higher gold per minute. BKB creeping ever so closer towards it on the Morphling. Just need that recipe now. It costs 1300, we're currently sitting at 300. For some reason his TP is not making any noise. There it goes. Neither side committing to anything. It's very slow thus far. This game started off with a bang. Kills were being had left, right, and center, but now everything's sort of settled down. Neither side's committing to anything, and I'm very surprised Black didn't try and kill the Nature's Prophet outright. Should have been able to do so. And tower-wise, things are pretty much dead even, although several towers have been denied by complexity, I believe. Taking a gander over at the gold, it's effectively non-existent. That tower that got denied by complexity, countered by the Roshan kill that Mousesports secured for themselves. The XP, however, considerable favor for Mousesports, and Mousesports are slowly but surely pulling themselves ahead. 175 last hits there for the Clinks, 174, so the Morphling Clinks currently fighting out for whoever has the most farm, but the fact that he can eat creep sort of brings him ahead, at least in terms of how effective he is. Clinks just keeps getting more HP, just keeps getting more damage with every single creep that he kills, essentially. When he eats them, of course. Clinks moving in on Fluff. Fluff is looking very dead. Maybe not. He's checking, making sure no one else is there. Waiting for him to pop out of the sandstorm. Does he suspect that such a being is here? Does he actually know? I don't think so. There goes the silence. In goes the right. It's going to try and TP out. The damage, however, will be too much, and Clinks picks himself up another easy kill. 1437 looking to congregate, or rather Mousesports looking to congregate around this top lane, possibly push it out. As of this moment, complexity look a little bit scattered out. We've got Morphling just farming up in mid, Hannah and Montana chilling out right next to him. And Rubik looks to join in on the chilling out as well. Roshan will be returning to the game within the next minute. Please keep in mind. And if these two continue to push out this middle lane, they could find themselves very dead, because Mousesports could move into position and they could kill him, and they would die in a very rapid rate. Bamboo, the sole defender of this bottom tower, Jayo pushing out this bottom lane as well. There won't be a big 5-man push for Mousesports unless they want to sacrifice a few things for it. But Black alone, alongside with Enchantress and the reinforcement of this creep wave, should be enough to take this down. The fortification is dropped, reinforcements are rolling in. Hannah Montana alongside Fluff, and there goes a nice Burrow Strike to come down. Black immediately jumps out. Frost laying down the Enchantress. Healing Sprite's going to bring her back to where she needs to be, and will be able to TP out, but the ulti was used by the Lich, dedicating a lot of resources to take down this Come With Me. Jayo TPing down as well. It is an easy kill. Black nowhere to be found. He ran with the tails between his legs. Didn't want to fight this. Also has an ultimate orb. I mean, a Lincoln Sphere.
Radiant's top tower has
Still no mech or anything for the Venmancer, just a bracer, just some boots, and this tower gets denied. Second tower, I believe, denied by the team of complexity. It's less gold for Mousesports, and gold is absolutely what they need, and it's right now keeping the scales even. If they had gotten those two towers, Mousesports would be ahead in the gold department, but as of this moment, just a slight advantage for complexity. Yeah, no, we have caught him out. Holy crap. Rubik melts within the course of a couple of seconds. Can't even place out any sentry wards. Has no idea what the hell's going on. What the hell was going on when he melted within a matter of seconds. Eat creeps all day, every day. As you do. And Roshan has returned to the fray. He is currently online. Nice use of the courier for scouting as well. Possibly buying crap from the secret shop, maybe. Maybe. And neither side moving into Roshan's pit yet. Mousesports are congregated around, but they haven't moved in. In comes the tree. It's going to reveal that, yes, indeed, Mousesports, they're thinking of it. They're thinking of taking down this Roshan. This is going to alert the team of complexity that this is going on. This is where the next big fight will be. And, of course, whoever is the victor, whoever takes victory in this next battle, will be the one to hold the Aegis of the Immortal. Haste to go down, no commitment to be had. Black scouting out ahead. And no one's to be found. Complexity seem to be letting them have this, Rashawn. They're not moving in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There we go. Black moving in. The damage would be absurd. Do we have a medallion? I don't believe we do. And Complexity are just going to let them have this by the looks of it. We have some good AoE team fight though. We've got Epicenter. We've got our ulti to come out of the Lich. And we're not going to even try and fight this. Second Rashawn to be taken up by Mousesports, going to even up the gold scales. Aegis of the Immortal most likely going to be secured up by Black here. No, it is indeed picked up by Rasta once again. Sing Sing secures himself the Aegis of the Immortal. Illusion to be secured up by Fluff. They're not going to find anyone in this jungle. They were all just at Rashawn. Looks like he wants to push out this top lane, however. Purin sitting on a Manta. 4,300 in the bank. Might just outright buy a sheep stick or something. Wolfling has himself that BKB. Going to be work out very nicely in the next engagement. Mousesports is looking for some kills. It's not the real one, unfortunately, and does use his silence on the fake one, the fake man. That is also not the real one, signifying in the fact that it's not even moving as it's dying. Closing in on 5k, Nature's Prophet. It's profiteering indeed. Pipe in hand for the Darkseer. No mech yet for the team of Mousesports. Black, possibly Monkey King Bar, next item on the agenda. Allow you to attack towers from the bottom ground, no mischance, it works out very nicely. And the mini stuns are always nice.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Double damage.
Bottom tower being denied, no gold for you. Mousesports getting a little bit of vengeance there. Aghanim slowly but surely being worked towards by the Enchantress. Meanwhile, Clinks is killing everyone. Telekinesis to go down. The SK drops in a very rapid manner, and he can just jump straight into stealth, but Dust of Deceit is available, not being used with the team of Mousesports coming in to reinforce. Clinks, he's fast. He is fast. He may as well be hasted. And we're looking around for gold. We're not going to find any. We are going to move in on this tier 1 tower. The pipe has been popped off. All that magical damage being absorbed up. And the right clicks to come out of Black is absurdly high. Whack, 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 whack. The tower falls. Tier 2 tower secured by Mousesports. Finally, they've taken themselves a tower. The last two being denied in a rather disappointing manner. Rotating at bottom, the last exterior tower standing for the team of Complexity sits at this bottom lane, and Mousesports want to take it down. Eat creep? No eat creep. No, no eat creep. And Complexity are forced to play it safe. They have to stick in their base. They know that Mousesports are going to press the issue and just keep picking at the sides of the base at every single opportunity. If they venture out, they might find themselves dead. But looks like Complexity want to take the offensive here. We've popped off the Smoke of Deceit. We're looking for some easy gold. We might be able to find some. Bambo's a little bit out of position, but nice ward placement is going to spot that the team are indeed encroaching in. He also has a gem, so that ward is now nullified completely. Now we're moving in on the offensive. Iron shells to go down. A lot of damage to be dealt, and this tier 2 tower is going to take a fall. Complexity and try to defend as best they can, but defense is something that will simply not be had.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Click, 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 pipe to go off. In comes the epicenter, a lot of damage, but a lot of it being absorbed by the pipe. The Lich ulti to fly through. Massive damage being taken out. The wall flies down, the Venomous Gale ulti flies down. 2 members of Mousesports instantly melt. The wards have dropped down as well. Trying to do what damage we can. Sing Sing takes a fall. The Aegis of Immortal is still available. Mousesports at 1437 still on full HP. Coming to be getting awfully low. Fluff and Stuff is also super low in HP. The shotgun comes down. Jairo manages to survive with barely any HP. And Come With Me wants revenge. He does successfully take him down, but he will pay for it with his life. TC will be able to take the final kill on him. And 1437 wants to get a bit of vengeance there on TC. Will be able to do it. He's full on HP. He has an Iron Shell, but it is a Morphling. He has the shotgun. Mousesports rapidly, 1437 rapidly realizes this and finds himself a Fluff and Stuff. Who has the better haste? I think Fluff has a better haste, unfortunately to say. And will be able to Burrow Strike his way to safety. 1437 continuing to pursue. No, the answer is not. Just going to use a Vacuum and Iron Shell to rapidly destroy everything. That was a fairly nice engagement for the team of Complexity, needless to say, but in the end, a relatively even exchange of affairs. Still no mech for Mousesports, but we have a pipe. Pipe is good. Definitely helped out. The Lich ulti combined with the SK ulti pretty much completely nullified that pipe within the course of about 2 seconds. A couple of pulses and bam, the pipe does nothing. As Arnold would say, or maybe McBain. Mechanism in hand for the Lich. Also has a gem for that extra visibility, make sure Clinks doesn't creep up on them. Will it make a difference though? I mean, Lich will just melt to the might of Clinks within a couple of seconds and then suddenly the gem is gone. Wouldn't even be able to run away. Nature's Prophet has a Monkey King bar, no Sheep Stick, still has that Manta Style as well. Of course he still has it, he's not going to freaking get rid of it for some reason. Eye of Skadi looking to be the next item on the agenda for the Morphling. And over on the side of Mousesports, how are we looking? We have Clinks, Demon Edge, again Monkey King bar, possibly next item on the agenda. We also have that Lincoln Sphere. The hell? Are we still an illusion? Okay, they just epic battle of death and then they die. That was interesting. 37 thinking of moving in. Would doing so be a good idea? Every single member of Complexity are here. They also have a gem, so that freaking black bastard won't be able to creep in on the behind. Come with me, trying to do what he can. Steals one of the Treants. Neither side wanting to commit here. And Manta being way out of position just then. Mousesports coming in from the side. They want the superior positioning and they cut them out. There goes a vacuum. There goes a wall. Rubik instantly melts and Hannah Montana taking bucket loads of damage. The mech charge goes down. It does absolutely nothing. Mousesports to come down. The shackles to follow it up. The BKB has been followed off the Shadow Charm, but the damage is too much. He might just barely get away. The Sand King takes a fall. Sing Sing has 50 HP and he does escape. Blinks away to safety. The negative burn charge, however, coming on the Sinks. Blinks might be enough to take him down. He has some one charges available. TC is being right-clicked down, trying to waveform down to the high ground, which he does successfully do. We're continuing the chase. Is this going to be a good engagement? Black is very low in HP, but it is giving them vision. There goes the Hex. In comes the damage from Black. The Silence come down as well. The Shackle to follow it up, and that is an almost entire team wipe. Team wipe. Why is that so difficult to say for the team of Complexity? And from here on out, is there much that Complexity can do? Mousesports are looking very strong indeed. Complexity had a better start, but Mousesports did manage to bring it back. And oh, a gem. Now I have 2 gems. Lovely. Says Savannah Matza. What did he buy? What did we purchase ourselves? The Monkey King bar is indeed the answer. There's 2 javelins sitting down there on the courier. Eat creep. Eat creep. And the damage for Clinks just keeps increasing with every kill. A slight damage increase and a slight health increase. And it works out very nicely, needless to say. Aghanim Scepter be taken out by the Darkseer. This is going to work wonders against the team because it does, I think, 140% damage with Aghanim, yes indeed. So all of those heroes that get replicated do more damage than the heroes that they're actually replicating. And that Morphling, for example, is going to spell doom for the team of Complexity if they get afflicted by that wall of replicate. Sean, about 3 minutes away from joining back into the fight. And it's most likely what Mousesports is waiting for. They've already got this game in the bag, I would say, but a little bit of extra insurance would be nice, especially considering that it means they don't have that Aegis, it means we have it. We've got a member that can die twice. We are definitely going to win the next fight. Invisibility rune on the roster. We're scouting out ahead ever so slightly. No one to be caught out, however. Complexity all grouped up in the jungle. They're not splitting apart, which is very smart, because they would just get picked off by the Clinks. Smoke to go off. We're looking for some easy kills, and we're all congregated around the jungle. But it will not be an easy kill. It will be a big team fight if they do fight it out, because it will be a 5 versus 5 scenario, needless to say. Black hiding on the front lines. They're moving in. They know that they're here. Fluff and Stuff taking the offensive. And Bambo is probably going to melt within the course of about 2 or 3 seconds if he does get caught up. A nice little hiding place. In goes the engagement. The vacuum and the wall flies down. IX Mike almost getting taken down. The Lich ulti to fly through, but it hits the BKB unit. The epicenter goes through down, but it doesn't do all that much damage in the slightest. X to follow up on Fluff. Are they going to take it down? Yes, indeed they do. And 3 members of Complexity instantly melt before anything happens. IX Mike is about to take a fall as well. An entire team wipe for Mousesports, and GG being called out by
Radiant's
Fluff.
bottom tower is under attack.
Haste!
Calling the GG, and they've all left the game. The Ancient will fall, and the score is now 1-1. GG, well played, they say.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In about 40 seconds or so, the Ancient will fall.
Radiant's bottom
Everyone's
tower
disconnected
has
on the side of
fallen.
Complexity.
Radiant's bottom barracks are at Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Might just go straight for the kill. They might be able to kill before the Ancient falls automatically. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Complexity going up against Mousesports. Mousesports taking the victory. This is, of course, the grand finals for the defense. The victor of this set will proceed to win themselves 6,000 euros. Second prize being, I believe, 2,500 euros. Still a hefty sum of money either way, but you still just want to achieve that 6k. The score currently being 1-1. Complexity took the first game, Mousesports taking the second game. How will it all end? We'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Toshley. I'll see you next time.